this. Say about bleaching powder, Chitu. Bleaching powder.
CaOH. When in Ca calcium hydroxide, Cl2 is passed through it, it forms CaOCl2, which is known as bleaching powder.
Can you write that reaction for it? Bleaching powder formation. What is brine solution, Supreme?
Yeah, it's a solution of common salt and water.
Aqueous sodium chloride is nothing but
Aqueous common salt or aqueous NaCl.
What is Lakeland formula?
Calcium hydroxide, CaOH.
Where we use bleaching powder?
It's for as disinfectant and disinfectants.
Bleaching cotton, linen,
Oxidizing agent.
textile industry we use bleaching powder.
Oxidizing agent in many industries.
And also we use wood pulp.
Makes it drinking water.
Paper factories also we use this one. Germs free water to purify the water. What about baking soda, Swati? Baking soda. Can you write the reaction of baking soda?
NaOH plus NH3 gives rise to NaHCO3.
NaOH.
NaOH plus Cl2 plus NH3 plus CO2.
NH3 plus NaOH plus NH3.
Here raw material is sodium chloride, salt we take.
NaCl.
Salt we take.
NaCl plus
You pass
NH3.
through
NaCl plus NH3 plus H2O gives rise to NaHCO3.
where will you get carbonated there?
From
What is the formula of baking soda? NaHCO3 means definitely in the reactants there will be carbon dioxide, no?
NaCl plus Na2CO3. Na2CO3.
From carbonates we will not prepare. You take the carbon dioxide. This is correct. NaCl2.
NaCl, NH3 plus CO2 gives rise to NaCl.
Water also you add.
And ammonium chloride
H4Cl. NH4Cl plus NaHCO3.
Yes. When you heat this one, what will be the products?
Immediate NaHCO3. CO3 plus H2O plus carbon dioxide.
Yes. Is it acidic or basic?
This one Na2CO3. basic.
NaHCO3.
NaCO3 also basic.
It is non-corrosive. Okay. It is not corrosive. It is non-corrosive basic salt. Usually, mainly we use as a household purpose. Household purpose. What are the uses of baking soda, Swati?
It neutralizes the excess acid in our stomach.
As
This
an
is the
anti-acid.
soda fire extinguisher. It is a mixture of baking powder and mild edible acids such as tartaric acid. On heating this, it produces carbon dioxide, which gives fluffiness to the cake.
Suppose when you react it with any acid, suppose you take H plus ions, you add H plus ions to sodium bicarbonate, what will be the products? Can you write? Basic in nature we are telling, no? Sodium bicarbonate. You are reacting it with H plus. Reacting it with H plus. What will
It
be
will
the
form
product?
salt. It will form salt.
Which salt it will form? Can you write?
Neutral salt. Neutral salt.
Show me the reaction.
Yes.
What will be the products, byproducts?
CO2H2.
It is important reaction, okay? Remember. Not H2.
H2O.
So whatever this carbon dioxide is, why this fluffiness is getting because of the CO. Soft and spongy. Soft and spongy. So in the antacids also we use the sodium bicarbonate. One more use is we use it as a soda acid fire extinguishers. You can write 2 or 3 uses if they give. What about washing soda? What is washing soda formulas of it? Write the reaction of washing soda with it. Formation of washing soda.
Na2CO3 plus 10H2O gives rise to Na2CO3 dot 10H2O.
What does mean by here 10H2O signifies?
10H2O says the number of water molecules in its crystalline structure. In its crystalline structure. It says that 10 the number of water in its crystalline structure. The number of water molecules in its crystalline structure.
What are the uses of washing soda, Swati?
It is used for manufacture of sodium compounds such as soda,
Mm.
Can we make a permanent height in the center of it?
Still any uses are left? Super. Washing soda uses. Hmm? Nothing. They have mentioned only four. Okay, here. One is we are
Is
using
washing soda detergent.
Hmm?
Is washing soda detergent.
Oh,
We use this sodium carbonate in the glass, soap and paper industries, and also manufacture of the sodium compound, that is borax. It is important. Okay, borax. And carbonate, it is also used in the cleaning agent. Permanent hardness of water, simply. Think you will get washing soda only, I think. Hmm? Remember it. Write neatly that points, underline that points when you get it, you will not miss the mark. Are the crystals of salts really dry, Supreet?
No.
Hmm?
Some are dry, some are not dry. Because they contain water in their crystalline structure. Which is known as water of crystallization.
Copper sulfate is copper sulfate crystals, dry or
Not dry. It contains 5H2.
but when you see they look like dry only. Are they dry really? Hmm. Copper sulfate. Can you write the formula of copper sulfate?
CuSO4 dot 5H2.
Hmm? It will be having which color?
Blue.
Blue color. When you heat it,
White. Because the water in it evaporates and becomes CuSO.
again if you moist that crystals, again it will turn into
Blue.
blue colors. It will reappear. Okay. Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula of unit of a salt. There are 5 water molecules present in one formula. Hmm? So whether this one is sodium carbonate is wet or dry?
Sodium carbonate.
Hmm.
Wet one. It contains 10H2.
Wet. There is one more other salt here they have mentioned, calcium sulfate. Is wet or dry?
Wet.
How many water of crystallization? 2.
Gypsum contains 2. Gypsum contains 2. Plaster of Paris contains half. It is known as calcium carbon dihydrate.
Plaster of Paris formula?
CSO4 dot half H2O. When gypsum is heated at C373 Kelvin,
Where do you use this substance, plaster of Paris?
for sealing statues fractured to heal fractured bones.
It is the supporting fractured bones. Right. Twice also. Gypsum formula?
CSO4 dot 2H2.
What is the common name of compound CaOCl2? Name the sodium compound which is used for softening hard water.
NaCO3.
Name the substance which on treatment with chlorine yields bleaching powder.
Calcium
What will happen if a solution of sodium hydrocarbonate is heated?
It gives Na2CO3 plus H2O plus CO2.
Write the equation to show that the reaction between plaster of Paris and water.
CaSO4 dot half H2O plus 1.5 H2O gives rise to gypsum. CaSO4 dot 2H2.
A solution turns red litmus to blue. Its pH is
Red litmus to blue.
red litmus to blue.
7 to 14. 8 to 14. 8 to 14.
1, 4, 5, 10.
1, 4, 5, 10. 10.
A solution reacts with crushed eggshell to give a gas that turns lime water milky. The solution contains HCl, LiCl, KCl. Swati? A solution reacts with crushed eggshells to give gas which turns lime water milky.
Options from HCl.
NaCl, HCl, LiCl, KCl.
LiCl.
Lithium chloride.
KCl. Calcium chloride.
Potassium chloride.
KCl. KCl is the answer.
A solution reacts with crushed eggshells to give a gas that turns lime water milky. The solution contains HCl. Eggshells are made up of
CaCO3.
Eggshells are made up of
CaCO3.
calcium carbonate. Okay, when calcium carbonate react with hydrochloric acid, what will happen? Can you write the reaction?
First
Calcium.
calcium.
Calcium carbonate, when it reacts with HCl, what are the products, Swati?
calcium carbonate plus CaCl2 plus H2O plus carbon dioxide.
It will release the carbon dioxide it produces. The chemical reaction will be the CaCO3 2H2 2HCl, which the gas which is evolved in this carbon dioxide will turn the lime water milky. Remember that in eggshell we have the calcium carbonate. Okay. Next, 10 ml of solution of sodium hydroxide is found to be completely neutralized by 8 ml of given solution of HCl.
10 ml of
10 ml of a solution of sodium hydroxide is found to be completely neutralized by 8 ml of a solution. If we take 20 ml of same solution of sodium hydroxide, the amount of HCl solution required to neutralize
16, let's see. 16 ml.
Did you get Swati? You got it? Next. Which one of the following types of medicines is used for treating indigestion? Indigestion.
NaHCl.
Antibiotic, analgesics, antacid, antiseptic.
Antacid.
Write word equation. Okay. And balance it. Dilute sulfuric acid react with zinc granules. Write the reaction.
Already balanced.
No one is visible in this camera.
Already balanced. No one is watching.
Later they will watch. Now if they don't.
Already balanced.
Dilute hydrochloric acid react with the magnesium ribbon. Reaction of dilute hydrochloric acid with magnesium ribbon.
Mg na isko
Magnesium ribbon means Mg.
plus H2. MgCl2 plus H2.
If they ask reactions, you should represent the physical states also. Now you practice, then you can write in the exam. Write the physical states also. Complete chemical reaction, have to write the physical states also. If you don't want to miss the marks. Compounds such as alcohols and glucose also contain hydrogen. Dilute sulfuric acid react with aluminum powder. Dilute sulfuric acid reacts with aluminum powder, chemical reaction.
Balanced.
Balanced.
3H2SO4 is equal to Al2SO4 taken thrice plus 3H2.
I am not telling this aluminum sulfate, I am telling aluminum powder. Means
aluminum sulfate only will come down. H2SO4 plus gives us to Al2SO4 taken thrice plus HCl2. Balanced.
next. Dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with iron fillings. Dilute hydrochloric acid.
FeCl3 అన్న
Huh?
FeCl3 FeCl2 3 కూడా వస్తుంది కానీ క్లోరైడ్ రాదా బ్యాలెన్స్
Iron fillings. Write the physical states. Compounds such as alcohols and glucose also contain hydrogen, but are not categorized as acids. Describe activity to prove it. Compounds such as alcohols and glucose also contain hydrogen, but are not categorized as acids. Describe an activity to prove it.
they contain the hydrogen in their structure, but it does not produce H plus ions when dissolved.
With activity they are asking about. Activity. Draw that one activity. You should take the beaker. They have already given in the textbook with iron nails. Iron nails. Hydrochloric acid. You should show this glowing bulb with yellow color. In case of glucose and what is that one, alcohol, that bulb will not glow. That's it, no? In the cork you dip the 2 iron nails and add the hydrochloric acid in it. Dilute hydrochloric acid, you add it. You connect these 2 iron nails to 6 volts battery. In case of hydrochloric acid solution, that water conducts electricity. Where is bulb, Suprit?
But in case of glucose, it does not glow, which shows that it does not release H plus ions when submerged in water or when dissolved in water.
Why does distilled water not conduct electricity whereas rainwater does?
Distilled water does not contain any H plus ions or any charge carriers, whereas rainwater contains charge carriers and H plus ions, various acids, etc. So it contains charge carriers.
You can write distilled water is pure water. Simply. So it does not contain any ionic species. Simple word. It does not contain any ionic species. Rainwater conducts electricity because it contains the
various acids and charge carriers.
Salts also, no? It will have, rainwater will have the salts also. Acids and salts. They dissociate into ions. That is why that conduct the electricity. Next. Why do acids not show acidic behavior in the absence of water? Why do acids not show the acidic behavior in the absence of water?
Because acids release H plus ions when dissolved in water only.
Dry acids, they don't.
Because dry acids do not release H plus ions.
Hmm. Can you say why?
Because when water is added to acids, they release hydrogen ions.
Hmm. Acids remain neutral without water. Remember it. Okay. Without water, there is no separation of H plus ions. Acids remain neutral and don't show acidic behavior. They don't show acidic behavior. Okay. Next, 5 solutions they have given, Amma. A, B, C, D, E. Tested with universal indicator. They are showing pH is 1 is 4, another one is 1, another one is 11, another one is 7, another one is 9. Okay. So which solution is arrange the pH increasing order of hydrogen?
B A D E B
Hmm?
B B A D E C.
C. Hydrogen ion concentration. Next. Equal lengths of the magnesium ribbons are taken in test tube A and B. Magnesium ribbons. Separate.
Yes.
Equal lengths of magnesium ribbons are taken in test tube A and B. Hydrochloric acid is added to test tube A, while acetic acid is added to test tube B. Amount and concentration taken for both acids are same only. In which test tube will the fizzing occurs more vigorously and why?
Test tube A.
Because HCl is a stronger acid and it releases more H plus ions compared to acetic acid, which is a weak acid.
Fresh milk has a pH of 6. How do you think fresh milk has a pH of 6? How do you think the pH will change as it turns into a curd? Explain your answer.
Because when change it curd, milk changes into curd, this is because of an acid known as lactobacillus acid, which increases the pH value of the milk and turns it into curd.
Increases or decreases?
Decreases. pH value decreases, acidic value increases.
Are you clear with this answer, Swati? Fresh milk has 6. pH will change, it turns into a curd. When fresh milk is pH of 6, it will turn into the curd. pH decreases, meaning it will become more acidic. Acidic nature increases. This is because bacteria is convert the lactose in milk into lactic acid. Lactose is converting into lactic acid during this curdling process, okay, which lowers the pH value. A milkman adds a very small amount of baking soda to fresh milk. Okay, he added a baking soda. Why does he shift the pH of the fresh milk from 6 to slightly alkaline?
To keep it fresh for a long time without forming a lactobacillus and turning sour. to protect it from turning sour and keep it fresh.
Without adding yes, because it can lower the
It's an answer
pH value.
without us.
Why does he shift the pH of the fresh milk from 6 to slightly alkaline?
Using baking soda.
Prevent the acidifying and spoiling.
Absolutely correct answers.
To prevent acidification of milk.
So they have given here acidifying and spoiling. Why does this milk take long time to set a curd? Why does the milk take a long time to set as curd? When the pH of the milk is neutralized or reduced, okay, which prevent the milk from becoming acidic enough to curd. ఇంకొంచెం దగ్గర తీసుకోండి ఇంకొంచెం వేసుకోండి మేమేం కొట్టాము Why does this milk take long time to set up as curd?
Because it is neutral. Milk is neutral in nature.
Neutralized or reduced? It is reduced, no? Which prevent the milk from the becoming acidic.
They add a baking soda like that to which increase the value and the curd forms slowly.
This can happen when baking soda is added to milk. Or if the milk is warm climate. Warm. మనం కొంచెం గోరువెచ్చగా ఉన్నప్పుడే కదా వేస్తాం పాలకి. What is that enzyme? It will convert milk to curd.
Lactobacillus.
Remember, plaster of Paris should be stored in a moisture
Free.
in a moisture proof container.
It, if it is kept open, it is actually heavy hydrate, mama. It can react with oxygen, moist oxygen, it can form gypsum.
Plaster of Paris should be stored in a moisture proof container. Explain why. This will be 3 marks question ante kadana. You have 2 marks questions also. No, 3 marks.
2 marks.
5 2 marks.
So you will get as 2 marks only. As Swati told, it is readily absorbs the moisture from the air and it will cause to convert into gypsum. Next, what is a neutralization reaction? Write 2 examples. What is a neutralization reaction? Give 2 examples.
NaCl plus HCl.
What is neutralization reaction? First tell the definition, Swati.
When an acid and base react together, they form products as salt and water.
Sound చేయట్లేదు.
That is known as neutralization reaction.
Next. Next amma.
HCl plus
Examples, two examples.
HCl plus NaOH gives rise to NaCl plus H2, H2SO4 plus Zn gives rise to ZnSO4 plus H2.
Zn?
H2SO4 plus Zn.
Can you write nitric acid with potassium hydroxide reaction?
Nitric
Acid with potassium hydroxide. Can you write it?
KN3 plus H2.
This is also neutralization reaction. Yes. Give two important uses of washing soda and baking soda, Swati.
Washing soda and
Baking soda.
baking soda can neutralize the excess acid in stomach. It is used as soda fire extinguisher. Washing soda is used to remove the permanent hardness of water. And it is used to manufacture the sodium compounds.
Hardness is caused by which magnesium and hardness is caused by
Calcium and magnesium.
Calcium.
calcium.
Calcium also. Magnesium also. Salts. How to prepare this one, Amma? Fire extinguishers which produce carbon dioxide. How do we prepare this soda acid fire extinguisher?
Therefore, baking soda.
How?
This baking soda is pressurized and kept, which release CO2. CO2 helps in the release CO2 helps in extinguishing the acid fire.
Okay, shall we move on to metals and non-metals? Can you name some metals, Supreet?
Zinc, iron, gold, silver, copper,
Highly active metals.
calcium, calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc. Order level.
Zinc is not a highly reactive.
Order. Potassium, calcium, sodium, calcium, magnesium. Magnesium are only top three. Potassium, sodium, calcium, highly reactive metals which only react with cold water.
Sodium, potassium.
Sodium, potassium, calcium.
How do they have a surface among metals? Metals is a
Lustrous.
So what is mean by malleability, Sukrit?
The ability of to be drawn into thin sheets.
Thin sheets. So metals have this
Yes.
property. Hmm?
The property to be drawn into thin sheets.
Did you know that gold and silver are most malleable metals?
Yes.
Hmm? To be drawn into thin wires, what do we call that property?
Ductility.
Ductility, metals. What do you think gold is or silver, which is most ductile metal?
Gold.
Hmm?
Gold.
Gold. Can you name some metals that are used for cooking purpose?
Aluminum,
Vessels.
aluminum,
Hmm.
copper.
Hmm. Why this one? These are used as
Because
cooking
they
purpose.
conduct heat easily, and for aluminium, because aluminium forms a layer of Al2O3, which acts as a protective layer, so we use this layer in utensils.
Which prevents from corrosion.
Hmm?
Which prevents from corrosion.
Are metals good conductors of heat and electricity? Melting points? High. They have the high melting points.
Except gallium, mercury.
Hmm. Who are the best conductors of heat? Best conductors.
Aluminum.
Hmm?
Aluminum.
Silver and copper. Silver and copper. Ag and Cu.
Electricity goods.
Best conductors of heat.
Electricity goods same.
Hmm. Electricity also same. Poor conductors of heat.
Sodium.
Lead and mercury. Lead,
Mercury.
mercury. In our homes, there is a coating of around the wires. What is that one?
Plastic rubber coating.
Poly.
Hmm. Coating of rubber like material. What is that one?
Polycarbonate.
PVC. What is PVC?
Carbon and first poly.
Poly V
Carbon.
vinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. PVC. You remember it. Okay. Why we actually coated like PVC substances?
Insulation.
Huh?
Insulation coating for copper wire inside. It acts like insulator.
What happens when metals strike on a hard surface?
They give us ringing sound.
So the metals that produce a sound are striking hard surfaces. That's
This property is known as sonorous.
sonorous. Okay, bells. Hmm? Can you say why school bells are made up of metals?
Because they have property of sonorous which give ringing sound upon hitting. When hitting.
Yes. This about metals. If they ask any any
Properties of
properties, you can
physical
go through
property.
it. You can go through it, which we discussed past 5 minutes. Whatever you want to write, you can write it according to the question. Limitedly, you write it. Save the time. Invest your time on other questions. Okay. Non-metals. Coming to non-metals. Hmm? So, can you name some non-metals, Suprit? Anytime,
Bromine,
anyone. If they ask you non-metal means,
bromine, iodine, diamond.
hmm, first in your mind you should get the element that is carbon. Non-metal. Okay.
Noble gases. Noble gases such as
They are not metals. They are not non-metals. They are neutral. They don't give. They don't take. They don't involve in the chemical reaction. So we cannot say it is a metal. Those are metals or non-metals. Coming to whenever any non-metal means in your mind, first you should get the carbon, because your future topics are on carbon only. Okay, so carbon and sulfur, iodine, oxygen, hydrogen. Hmm? All these are, there are many non-metals. Okay, so non-metals are liquids or gases or solids? Non-metals.
Most of non-metals are gases.
Most. Say some examples of.
Almost. Solids. Solids. Only bromine is liquid.
liquid.
Yes, most are gases.
Most of them, usually they are solids or gases. You can see. Only bromine is one is non-metal.
Diamond is a solid which is another type of carbon.
Iodine. Graphite.
Do non-metals also have physical properties similar to that of metals?
Brittle in nature.
So,
Opposite.
carbon forms of non-metals. Can you say carbon forms?
Graphite, diamond.
Coal. Coal is full of carbon. Let's go through the general physical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. Uh, what about metals? What is their physical state? Most of them.
Solid.
Solids. There is one metal which is not solid.
Mercury.
Mercury. What about their melting points? There are two exceptions are there. What are those?
Gallium and
Cesium. Gallium and cesium, they have the low melting points, even that metals melt in our palm. Okay, so iodine is a non-metal, but it is a luster. So, what is mean by allotrope, Suprit?
Same chemical formula but different.
It will have the different forms. Best example is carbon.
Same chemical formula but different structure.
Different forms,
They
you can
differ
say.
in their physical properties.
Structure diamond లో స్ట్రక్చర్ ఉంది, గ్రాఫైట్ లో స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆడ ఆ ఫేస్ లో స్ట్రక్చర్ అని ఇచ్చింది.
Here they have given different forms. Different forms. Hardest natural substance is what? Diamond. It has the very high melting point and boiling points also. Graphite, it is another isotope of carbon which conduct the electricity. Can you say some alkali metals, Supreet?
Sodium.
Potassium, lithium.
Potassium and lithium. Are they soft or hard? Even we can cut with the knife. They have high densities or low densities, high melting points or low melting points.
Low melting and low density.
But as we told, metals have high melting points, no?
Exceptions.
Potassium, lithium and sodium are alkali metals, no? As we told, metals are high melting points. Are they have high melting points or low melting points? High density or low density?
Low density.
Low density. Low melting points also. They have the low melting points also. Don't get confused. Okay? How these elements are classified into, on which basis they have classified into metals and non-metals?
Based on the physical properties and chemical properties.
Based on the chemical properties only, not on the physical properties. Physical properties, appearance wise, both are solids only. But when you classify them based on the chemical properties only, they have decided, they have divided. What will happen when non-metals dissolve in water?
Non-metal dissolving.
What will happen, sir? Non-metals. What nature of oxides will they produce?
Acidic.
Acidic oxide.
Can you write any reaction?
Carbon plus H2O, CO2 plus CO2 plus H2.
CO2, which is acidic in nature.
Or sulfur. CO2 is acidic in nature.
Most metals, most of the metals, when they dissolve in water, basic oxides. Can you write any reaction? Did you write?
Yes.
What did you write?
Zn plus H2O gives rise to Zn plus H2.
Give one example to each metal which is liquid at room temperature.
Metal
Metal. Can be easily cut with knife.
Sodium, potassium,
Best conductor of heat.
Silver, copper.
Poor conductors of heat.
Lead, lithium, lead.
Meanings of malleability and ductile.
metals that can be
Being
written
drawn
into
into
sheets.
thin wires and beaten into thin sheets.
Let's go through the chemical properties. Okay, which is most important. You will get question from this only. Chemical properties.